Hello, this is Courtney, Francisco, and Joseph, and this is the final project for Engineering 277. And our topic will be over abortion and how we used it in the neural network in Matlab. So, abortion is a hot topic. Many varying beliefs on ethics. There are many varying beliefs on ethics of having an abortion or not. Many emotions are involved with making the decision in this area. It can become a biased decision depending on who influences the decision, such as the family, friends, or a spouse. In the neural networking, based on targeted data from answered to weighted questions, our neural network will unbiasedly decide if abortion in various cases will be a go or a no-go. A neural network can be used to help make an unbiased decision without beliefs, feelings, and emotions. In our go, no-go decision making, we are testing a pass or fail using binary classification based on a survey of several important questions. Each case will yield a go, which will equal 1, or a no-go, which will equal 0. Here we have 10 questions, and these questions will be recorded as binary, yes meaning 1 and no meaning 0. And the questions we used were, are you in the first trimester? Are you in the second trimester? Are you in the third trimester? Were you raped? As a mother, is her life in danger by having the baby? Do you have parental consent? Are you single? Will your life change dramatically? Can you afford the baby? And are there problems with the baby's health? And these questions were gathered together from different articles that were read, and the articles giving percentages of reasons why women had abortions or why they didn't have abortions. So the logic behind the weights that were given to each question is basically that the logic behind the weights for each question, as you can see for question 3, question 5, and question 10, there are heavy weights on it. The reason why there's a heavy weight on question 3 is because it concerns the third part of the trimester. And most people would convey that it's unethical to have an abortion in that part of the trimester since the baby has already been developed with organs. Question 5 would be the health of the mother concerning, and usually in these cases doctors would advise that the mother should have an abortion because it could cause a potential death or potential risk to her health. And third, for question number 10, the baby's health is concerning the baby's health. That's why it has such a high weight on it as well. And on the flow chart to the right, you can see the flow decision making and how our thought process was for each tri-semester and what yielded a go decision or a no-go decision. Here's a sample of the cases with targets and weights in the Excel file. And as you can see, the questions each have their weights, corresponding weights, and then for each case, the column is added up, and then the total is seen at the bottom. And basically here, we decided that if the weighted case is greater than 60, then it would be a go decision for an abortion. But if the weighted case is equal to or less than 60, then it would be a no-go. So here in the first case, you can see that the woman is in the first part of the trimester, so the second and third would be 0. The woman has been raped. Having this baby will be a health/life risk to her. She does have consent. She is single. this will change her life dramatically. She can afford the baby, and the baby does have a health problem. So this yielded a 0.76, which is above 60. So it would be a go decision. And the following can be applied for the rest of these cases where you have zeros, since 59 is under 60. And as you can see, the rest of these are under 60. Now for the Matlab demonstration. So I'll open up Matlab here. And first we want to do is import the input data and the target data. So open up the files. So input data right here. Make sure to click numeric matrix and then import the data. And now we want to import the target data and do the same thing with that data so it can match the input matrix. So now we can go. Now we see that the input and targets have been imported into Matlab. We can click the app tab and then go to the neural net pattern recognition app. And here you want to put your original input data and then original targets. And so this will work. I have to change it to matrix rows. And now we'll leave the validation and test data the same, so 70 and 15 and 15. Here for the number of hidden neurons, I'll just change it to 8. And then we can train the data. And according to what the percent error gives you, you can keep retraining the data until you're satisfied with the type of train network you have. So here we can keep going and just try to get a lower percentage. So we can use this. So now we can plot the confusion matrix. So here the confusion matrices show the correctly training the output class compared to the target class. And in the blue, you could see the sum total of each incorrectly classified and then correctly classified data points. The ROC curve just shows how good the data has been trained, validated, and tested. And the closer it is to a 90-degree angle, the better it is. So now we can create the general Matlab function, which the app allows us to do. And now what you want to do now is save the function in the file where you have your data. So we'll save it in original data, and we can call this my abortion function. Save, and make sure to change the name in Matlab as well, so you have no problems when you call the function. So now in the command window, we can call the function. Just to make it easier on ourselves, we can open up the data, the input data, and then we'll choose the first case. And then paste it into the function. So we can paste the function into the command window. And here you see up here that the function is within the data file. Just to make it easier on ourselves, we can open up the data. We can select the data, first case, copy it, paste. And as you can see, the answer will be 1. So here in this case, the first case, the mother is in the first trimester, so the other second and third are 0. The mother was raped. Having this baby will be a health risk to her. She does have consent to get an abortion. She is single. This will change her life dramatically. She can't afford the baby, and the baby does have health problems. So this turns out to be a go. But for other cases, it will vary depending on the circumstances in that case. And this is just to show how the neural network reads the data given to it, analyzes it, and recognizes patterns, and then eventually gives a Matlab function and where you could put in your data points, and it will give you a response of either a no-go being 0 or a go being 1. And now let's go back to our slide. And here we have the Matlab data analysis, and here you can see that in our project O, we didn't get the results exactly how we wanted, but we were able to find a result that had less error than many other ones. And to your right, you have the confusion matrices that show the correctly classified and misclassified, and then the subtotals in the blue region. And here's the function that the neural net pattern recognition app gives you, and here is the function called and the answer to that scenario. The social and ethical implications, the neural network can provide a consistent analysis of this situation to alleviate the bias and emotions involved in the decision-making process. In the social aspect, it provides a system that can be adopted by both sides of the abortion debate, as it protects the mother's health and the sanctity of life. In ethical implications, doctors are no longer tasked with having to make certain decisions regarding the mother and baby's life. In cases such as abortion, it is difficult to model how a human will work out a decision in this area, and such reflections can be seen with the neural network trying to analyze our data. Though there was error made in the output of the neural network, we can examine and see that there were also cases in which the neural network could pick up a pattern and correctly classify targets with certain scenarios. It is possible through the neural network to make unbiased decisions based on characteristics of scenarios, and ultimately it could impact social aspects. Thank you for watching.